Just to make sure this is not fake. That's fake. That's Zoe.
Hello everybody, hello. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Please subscribe, like, share. Oh, guys, I've been postponing this video for the longest time. Okay, so here it goes. In 2018, beginning of 2018, I bought a property. A penthouse flat, beautiful, with the view of the city in Pretoria. You could see from UNISA all the way to the Union buildings and the CBD, the whole of Sunnyside, all the way to the rugby stadium in Hatfield. Like, it was beautiful. It was on the 7th floor. And boy, was I excited. Yeah, I was so excited. I had no clue what was about to happen next. And you see, when you buy a property and it's your first time buying a sectional title, there's things that you don't really know. It wasn't my first time buying property because I co-owned my sister's first house. Yes, I'm calling it my sister's first house because I lived there for under a year, and then she continued to live there for many years. Actually, she just moved out, I think, a month ago. I digress. So what had happened was my good friend David saw the property online and he was like, you gotta come check this out. He sent me the link. I was hooked. We teamed up after work. We went for a viewing and we stood outside the building. It was a dodgy neighborhood, but during the day you wouldn't know that. So it was full of traffic, people moving up and down. So we thought, oh, okay. And these people look decent. It's not like a drug den or something. Okay, so eventually the selling agent came. We went up, the lift was working, and he assured us the lift is always working. So we went up. I was a bit scared of the heights, but I got over it quickly when I saw how beautiful and big it was. And when we got there, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. So how much do we pay in levies? The agent was like, something like 1.5. And it never crossed my mind to just check, ask for a statement. So that was mistake number one. I didn't ask for the statement. Well, actually, mistake number two, because mistake number one, I should have noticed that the lift was old and it wasn't very clean. So probably it wasn't in tip-top condition. But anyway, the flat was nice. It was big. And the lounge was so open and so spacious, and the big windows, the glass doors. I was taken. David was taken. We were like, yeah, where do we sign? Where do we sign? I remember we asked to sign for the offer to purchase right there on the spot. And the guy wasn't very eager. And he was like, somebody else has signed the offer to purchase, but let's see, maybe it won't be approved by the bank, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we signed, and then he handed me over to Better Bond so that they can talk to the banks and negotiate so that I can get a bond for the flat. The whole buying process went by so smoothly, except the part where they need to get clearing amounts for the electricity and rates from the municipality. That part took a while, like several weeks, to the point where I was like, just tell me if there's a problem. But they said, no, it's because the seller is overseas, blah, blah, blah. And I asked for the contact details of the seller and they wouldn't give them to me. Fine. I thought nothing of it, actually. So eventually, like in August, everything was finalized and I could move in. And guess what? The levies were 4,700 rands a month. I was told 1,500 before I bought. And now I realize even if I rent out all the rooms in the flat, I'm not going to cover that amount because I still have to pay the bond and I still have to pay the utilities. And there were a few things I needed to fix so that it's livable. Whew, it was so stressful, I tell you. So one of the things that were broken was a window in one of the bedrooms. So I spoke with Ruben. Ruben was the caretaker at our office. And he said, okay, over the weekend I'll come and we'll do everything. So he came, he measured everything. There were a few tiles in that room that needed to be put because of the rain damage. When a window is broken, rain can come in and damage the tiles. So we fixed that. In the kitchen, tiles were damaged. And I noticed there were different types of tiles, different colors, and obviously not the original tiles. And it didn't click to me that there had been some water damage in the flat. That is why the tiles were like that. Stupid, naive, that's me. Okay, so we fixed all of that. We fixed all the doors and all the locks that needed to be fixed. I wanted to buy a new door, but there was just no money. So we tried to fix the door that was there. He bolted some metal materials on it so that it's steady, it's tough. People can't break in easily. And it had signs that people had tried to break in or somebody had forcefully opened it. Okay, so that got fixed. Now I had to get tenants